It is possible to have a clean, professional website made for only $100. So in this video, I'm going to show the website that I had made for my business, and then I'm going to talk about how exactly you can go about getting a similar website made, again, for just $100. And also, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, Trade Coffee. So I'm not going to make you wait 10 minutes before I show you this website that I had made for just $100. I'm going to show the website first and then talk about how I had it made. So let's jump right in. Let's hop on the computer here. Let me reload the site so you can see the little animations as we get into it. So here we are. And this is a website that I had made for a little storage idea I had as a part of another business that I run. I run a moving company and we do some storage through this company, and I had a little side idea that I decided, why not make a little website for, see how the business goes. So this is the general website. As you can see, it's really clean. There was that little truck animation on top. As we scroll down, there's some more nice little animations. My goal here was just to make it look super clean, super obvious what we do. And it doesn't take much to read through this. There's not a whole bunch of words. It's not complicated to figure out how exactly we do things. So here's how I did it. I used the website Fiverr. Now I'm going to talk about Fiverr a lot in this video, but there's other websites that do similar things like Upwork. There's other places to do this. I just happen to use Fiverr for this video. So this is how you go about finding someone who can do a similar website to this. Go into Fiverr and search WordPress website. And then take a look at these. There's prices all over the place, anywhere from like $10 up to $2,000. You can basically pay whatever you want, but I would stick right around the $100 range. Mine was exactly $100. After the fees on the website, I think it was $105, but it's $100 to the actual person. So I look through these. This $150 one looks okay. Let's see, $120. I want to find 100 though. All right, here's 100. And then I look for the reviews, 207 reviews. So let's check this out. So this person has 207 reviews. It's for a basic 3-page website. That's the exact same thing that I did. This looks very similar to the one that I had. So I look for a decent amount of reviews. Then I take a look at the pictures of the other sites that they have made and just see if it looks clean, if it looks similar to what exactly I'm looking for. This one looks pretty darn clean. If this didn't look good, then I'd go back through. There are hundreds of people who offer a similar service. I would potentially try out this person because it looks, it looks like a clean website. And with WordPress, anyone really could make these websites. They're not super complicated to make, but for $100, the way I looked at it is, why should I go about learning how to use WordPress when for $100, I can have it done for me? I'd like to take a moment to talk about this video's sponsor, Trade Coffee. Do you struggle to find the perfect coffee at the grocery store? I know for me, I have pretty much no system for picking out coffee at the store. I'm pretty much just like, that one looks interesting, only to be disappointed half the time because I don't know what I'm looking for. Trade, on the other hand, matches you to your own personal selection of coffee and delivers it right to you. So here's how it works. Step 1, you take the quiz and you tell Trade how you like your coffee, and they will curate matches just for you. Step 2, you choose your delivery frequency and the coffee will appear at your front door. And then finally, step 3, after you receive your coffee, you'll rate your matches, and Trade will even further fine-tune the coffee that you're sent in the future just to get you that perfect cup of coffee. So click the link below to get 30% off your first bag when you sign up, and free shipping is included. Now, this is to the actual order. This is where things get a little bit more complicated. So I made the order, they said hi, hello, and then I provided what exactly I want on my actual web page. So I wanted a long scrolling page, so these are all the words that I wanted on the actual page. And then I gave this example of a site that I liked. I think this is really important. I like how the Smart Car website was set up. It's nice and clean. It's one of these like infinite scroll kind of deals. So I sent that as an example. I think that's a great idea to send a website that you like as an example. That way they know what to base it off of. A lot of times they're going to be using WordPress themes, so this would allow them to find a theme that's similar to the site that you like and then use that to tweak things to turn into the site that you want. So I like the Smart Car website. It was just clean, and I like that long scroll on the front page. So they said, all right, sounds good. Do you want other pages? You want the contact page and a quote? And I said, yes. So moving on from here, he made a real simple 3-page website. With this though, there was a ton of issues on the first draft and a ton of changes I needed made. So I went through, and this is not a native English speaker. So remember, with most of these cheap website makers, they are not native English speakers. So it's really important to be as specific as possible and as clear as possible when giving your instructions. So I was as clear as possible with a whole bunch of instructions I needed. And down, if you look at number 4 through like 7, I actually wasn't clear enough. So I said, like for instance, instead of packing, can you change it to long-term storage and change the icon accordingly? So a native English speaker would know, change it to long-term storage and make the icon for that something that has to do with long-term storage. This person changed it to the entire phrase, long-term storage, and changed the icon accordingly. So it was like, okay, yeah, he was very specific there. I should have worded it a little better. That was kind of my bad. But these are just the kinds of things that you're going to deal with a $100 website. And it's important to remember that you are paying $100 for this website. You're going to have to do a little bit of the legwork. You're going to have to do a little bit of explaining to get these things done. If you don't want to do anything at all, be willing to pay $2,000, $3,000 for someone who will do everything perfect for you and everything the first time. I was willing just to do a little bit myself, because WordPress isn't super hard. But just don't be frustrated with these people. You're only paying $100, so you have to be reasonable. So I made a bunch of changes here, and he actually extended the delivery date because there was a lot to do. And then I gave him this logo, which I also actually had made on Fiverr through someone else. And you can see this cost me only $12. It was $10 plus $2 for the Fiverr fee. I made an example. I just drew a really simple drawing of kind of my thoughts, some basic explanation, and within a couple days, they had this made for me, and I liked it straight away. So I was like, all right, 12 bucks, good to go. And then I sent that logo to this person to slap on the website, and he put it on there. And then from here, it was just some basic back and forth to change up the quote form a little bit, make that functionality a little better, test a few things. And boom, I mean, we had the website made. It was as simple as that. You know, there was a couple things that I did have to go into the WordPress command center and just change some of the wording myself, because it's really simple to do. You have the login anyways. It was just changing up a couple sentences. It was just going to be easier for me to, you know, tweak the wording a little bit on a sentence versus explaining how to do it and then having it done that way. So there were a couple things like that, but again, I only paid $100 for this website, so I really can't complain, and it turned out awesome. And you know, I wouldn't have been able to make these little animations and make it exactly how I wanted without putting in, I don't know, 20 hours of work to figure out how to do that. Yes, anyone can figure it out, but for $100, might as well pay someone to do it. But yeah, I was just really excited how this turned out, and I just cannot emphasize enough how valuable sites like this and Upwork are for just getting small things done for your business. I use them all the time, or in your personal life. Whatever things you don't want to spend time on, go ahead and outsource it through one of these sites. Anyways, until next time, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day.